In this video, we will do some examples of equations that aren't quite quadratics, but are quadratic in form. For our first example, we have the quantity 3x minus 2 squared plus 7 times the quantity 3x minus 2 minus 8 equals 0. Now, as a last resort, I actually could FOIL this and distribute this 7 through, and then deal with the quadratic that I have left. But what we notice is when we have something like this, and notice the 3x minus 2 appears in both places, we like to make a substitution. So I'm going to let some other variable, and it's very common to use u, to represent 3x minus 2. So now I have u squared plus 7u minus 8 equals 0. And this is a quadratic. And moreover, it factors. U plus 8 and u minus 1. And so we get u is negative 8 and u is 1. Now, we didn't have u, so we have to resubstitute and put those u values in here. So negative 8 equals 3x minus 2, and also 1 equals 3x minus 2. And then I solve these two linear equations. So I'm going to add 2, negative 6 equals 3x. Dividing by 3, I get x equals negative 2. And also, if I add 2 to each side, I'll get 3 is equal to 3x, and dividing by 3, I get x equals 1. So I do get two answers. I've just made it easier to look at by making that substitution. Here is another example where we can use substitution. Again, not a quadratic, but it is quadratic in form. If we thought about it as y squared squared plus 4y squared minus 5 equals 0, then we could make a substitution and let u be the y squared. And when I do that, I get u squared plus 4u minus 5 equals 0. And again, this will nicely factor as u plus 5 and u minus 1. So for u values, we get negative 5 and 1. So I get y squared equals negative 5, and also y squared equals 1. And then I can take roots, not forgetting to take both the positive and the negative. And I get y is plus or minus I root 5, and also y equals plus or minus 1. Interesting note, you should notice we actually got 4 answers. Positive I root 5, negative I root 5, positive 1, and negative 1. And we did start with a y to the 4th. That's very typical. All right, as our last example of an equation quadratic in form, let's look at one with some rational exponents. So in this case, what we see is that x to the 2/3 is really x to the 1/3 squared plus 7x to the 1/3 plus 12 equals 0. So I am going to, and I have to say it, I'm going to let u equal x to the 1/3. I need to say it so that when I am ready to go back and substitute, I know what I substituted for. And the reader also knows. So this is going to give us u squared plus 7u plus 12 equals 0. This factors u plus 3, u plus 4, and we get negative 3 and negative 4 as our answers. And then I say negative 3 equals x to the 1/3, and negative 4 equals x to the 1/3. If it helps you, remember that a 1/3 exponent is a cube root. So we could write this as negative 3 is the cube root of x, and negative 4 is the cube root of x. And to get rid of that cube root, we need to cube both sides. So we're going to cube this and this. We're going to end up with negative 27 equals x, and also negative 64 equals x for our two solutions in x. I should note that in all three of these examples, once I had the quadratic, it factored, but it is possible that it does not factor, and you may need to use the quadratic formula. It does complicate some things, but it does happen.